I had no one to talk to.
In the face now.
This one. Definitely.
Dye my hair green for the Christmas party. Come in with. I really think. Right. Come with us.
Got the Joker here.
I'm so excited to get him out.
Good daddy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, look, can we quickly see the moment of impact?
Did he shoot you?
Yeah. Look at it, he's vicious.
You did look lethal and all the pictures and everything.
You can't make it move with your mind. I've tried for years.
Ryan, you're my test case anyway. I've got some notes. I'm doing a video on the mindset, and these are all my notes, and I'm going to go through them with you. And then I'm going to punch you in the face every time you take a shit trade.
In the face now.
Just take a one.
We've got a new thing is that now there's more and more gun owners around.
Everyone's going to be taking trades like this.
Alright, yeah, how's things?
Yeah, so I'm Trev, 26 now, and I'm from down south, about Hertfordshire area. For me, you know, trading, it's all about making money, and but it's all about what you do with that money that you're really trying to aim for. So for me, the first goal is the freedom. You know, if it covers your salary or monthly income, that's the main thing I'm happy about, you know, because it brings me out of 9 till 5. You know, I don't have to report to anyone. I'm in my own environment. You know, as cliche as it sounds, but that's the reality of it. So I don't need to be aiming for stupid amount of percentages a month. You know, especially with FTMO and things like that. 10% a month, which is more than covering my old salary. You know, so I don't need to aim for so high because my initial goal is just to cover that 9 till 5. Anything above that is a bonus, and that will go into a separate pot and go into another business or something else that will bring me income, or spend it on a bit of luxury just to, you know, treat myself. But for me, you know, being a successful trader is for the freedom, and then everything else is just a bonus. But obviously, we all, as traders, aim for more. And naturally, we're all entrepreneurs, so we want to keep making money as much as we can. But we don't want to get too greedy, but we'll make more money by splitting our risk. And that's what FTMO does for you. You know, one account could pay for my yearly salary, the other 2 accounts, it's the extra. I study economics at A-level, so I had some good knowledge of like the macro environment and the fundamental side of things. Based off my economic knowledge, I would try to determine a buy or a sell. So I never used any tech at the beginning. I literally read a bit of news. I thought, oh, this is my bias, so I pressed buy or sell. Done good percentage, but fuck me, I was not risk managed. I didn't have a clue about tech, so you know, it was more like a punt, you know, but I made money. So that was the sort of like selling point for me to look into it more. Obviously, I was following quite a few people at the time, at the beginning, and then naturally you'll just, you know, slim down the people that you followed, the ones that you trust, the ones that are actually proving results. And you know, it's not just about the lifestyle, but they're showing you, you know, what's working and what's not, you know. And it was Seb who was the consistent one. Followed him for at least a year before I actually took any action. So what I'd done was every bit of information that he shared on his story or his post, I'd screenshot, you know, and then apply what he's given you. You know, things like stuff that, especially the tech stuff, I'll just apply it to my own strategy, and then I'll follow it without even knowing the 50 cal strategy. I'll just copy what he's showing. So I'm applying it to my pairs and my charts and the way I chart. So it just stemmed from there, and then eventually, you know, it's working. I thought, you know what, there must be more. you know, that he knows than he's given. So I started the chart and service analysis, went on to get the first 50 cal, and then the Black Ops, then the in-person course, and then eventually the trading floor. I had no one to talk to. You know, when you get into this game, it is a lonely game, and you should be making your decision yourself from the knowledge that you learn. But sharing ideas with somebody or a community of people is one of the best things you can, just to bounce ideas. And same with any business or any even workplace. You know, just sharing ideas is always good to get feedback, and that's one way to improve yourself in trading and any aspects in life really. And what Seb's done is build, you know, a really big community that is quite close knit. So it's not like we can't ask questions to Seb or Pod or anyone like that. We can. They're happy to answer questions, especially being on the trading floor now. You know, I'm part of the real cartel family, and I couldn't ask for much more, you know, especially for my trading journey, but also entrepreneurial journey. They're going to help me as a small fish to, you know, on my entrepreneurial journey and my trading journey. So I couldn't be in a better place for me personally, and I'm grateful for it, you know. What made me follow him over all the other guys from the beginning of my journey was the transparency. No bullshit, you know, we make losses, nobody's 100%, and it is what it is. You stick to what he says, be patient, and it does work, you know. I think a lot of the times people get too excited with his strategy and then they're not patient. The probability of the stats doesn't work out, and that's not what the strategy is based on, you know. So we've got to remember that trading is a probability game based on statistics, so you need to follow them in order to get the right result that the strategy is developed on. But yeah, I think transparency is probably the best word to describe FX Cartel. Nobody really hides anything. I mean, we get up to some stupid shit on the floors, you know, everyone's transparent.
You don't have a choice to make the money.
Yeah.
Online. Use that and you use it again.
Trading itself is a business. Seb mentions it in Black Ops, and you know, you've got to not just be trading and do other things, because sitting at screens all day, do you get paid for it? You can some days you don't, but you know, the way the strategy is based on pending orders anyway. Life is a bit erratic, you know, because some days you might be quiet, some days you're very busy. Those busy times are the quiet times you enjoy it, you know, because for me it's the satisfaction of achieving an objective or a goal or a piece of work for yourself, you know, that's going to benefit you. The money, the cars and stuff can come at a later time, but I don't need all the expensive stuff. I don't care about it. You know, this jumper, it's not LV like John's, is it? Do you know what I mean? I don't care. You know, I don't care about it, you know. So now I wouldn't even say I'm middle class, working class. My first job was at Sainsbury's. I wasn't a shelf stacker. I was what they call a code checker. So I used to do a discount on the food that was going to run out of date. Studied A-levels, went on to university, done a good placement, went into some marketing roles after university because I studied business and marketing, and then I got into a good corporate job, big company, multinational company. Salary was good. For me, it was just that being in the right environment. The corporate firm, nobody really had that sort of mindset or ambition to get to where I want to get to, so that alone, why else do I want to be in that job other than for a salary? And being here with multi-millionaires and people who are successful in business follows that being the average of your circle. Being here, I'm going to become one of the average at some point. You know, I'm not there yet, I'll admit that. But one day I know, the more I spend my time with these guys, I'm going to get it. It's just a matter of time. Had I not quit my job, I wouldn't have had the time to network. The risk reward is just too high. It's like trading. Worst case scenario, I go back to my Sainsbury's job. I'm comfortable enough to know that I can go back into my Sainsbury's job, start again. I'd be happy to do that. But for me, I don't want to live life with regret. Unless you do it, or unless you try it, you'll never find out. We stop ourselves from doing things because of the human nature of fear. But as long as you make a plan, you know, a target by a certain date, and if things don't go right then you found out that at least you tried, but things didn't work out. When I'm 40, 50, I can look back and say, you know what, I fucking give it a good damn shot. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, but for me, I'm happy to know that I'll give it a go, you know?
If you enjoyed the content, guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.